All right, good morning, everybody. I thought I would do a quick tutorial of the Big Country Baseball Time Advanced version 1.3. So this was my playtest engine for it before I typed it up yesterday and made it available to the public. Literally, the entire game engine can fit on one small sheet of paper. This is our percentage at getting a hit, and then of course this is what type of hit it is with potential strikeouts and walks as well. If the batter fails to get a hit, we roll to see where the out is hit to. So a line drive to the pitcher or a ground ball to the pitcher, whatever you want, however you want to see the out is conducted. And then of course 10 on this die would dictate a special event with in order, a plus pitcher, a plus infield, a sac fly with a plus outfield, and a plus base runner, etc., etc. So the entire advanced game engine is basically two charts, right? Okay. But I thought I would go ahead and just walk through this. I may not have a chance to finish this morning. I'm pressed for time, and my camera, of course, is running a little low on juice from the boxing fight. I made a quick diamond because you will need to track base runners. So I got a quick, simple diamond here with outs. You can use your favorite scoring sheet. You could score this just like a real baseball game. It's entirely up to you. It just won't have as many details. Okay, so I pulled up Rodney's brilliant, and why did I make a free version of this? Because Rodney has again provided every baseball team in history with every major player. I won't say every single player because there were guys that played in some of those seasons that won't be on those rosters. But I'm playing the World Series of 1927. This 1927's Yankees team is widely considered one of the greatest baseball teams in history. They won 110 games. And this team featured, of course, some of the greatest of all time. But Ruth and Lou Gehrig are the big boys, right? And then, of course, they faced the Pittsburgh Pirates. I was looking over those teams into 27, and the New York Giants were freaking amazing. I'm not certain how Pittsburgh won the pennant, but gee, many cracks. The New York Giants were unbelievable. Anyway, Pittsburgh Pirates, and this is the crazy thing. They're in the World Series. Their leadoff hitter, this is, by the way, this is the actual batting lineup of Game 1 of the World Series for both teams. So this is their actual batting lineup. I looked this up on Pro Baseball Reference. And so I do have the actual starting closer pitcher and the actual guys. And I actually have a pinch hitter, Brickle, who isn't rated. But if you use my optional, which I didn't put in the rules, but I talked about it in my video, the optional pinch hit rules, you could pinch hit Bickle at some point over a player and automatically get one grade better or a half grade better, like a plus sign. Okay, so we'll worry about that if I need to. But anyway, my point was I was going to make say was Wainer. I think it's Lloyd, or I think it's Lloyd Wainer. I can't remember. Pardon me if I get that wrong. As a 0 rated leadoff hitter in the first game of the World Series. In real life, the New York Yankees won this 5-4 in Forbes Field in front of 41,467 fans. And let's play to find out. So I've got my double. This is my percentile die to dictate whether a player gets a hit or we go to the out table. Right? And remember, it's not just that percentage die can also lead to a strikeout or a walk. So never fear, strikeouts and walks are on that simple chart too. This tells us where the out will be. All right, here we go, folks. May the best team win. The New York Yankees leadoff man is center fielder Combs. And 52 is going to be 59 is an out. It's not a special out, it's just an out. But we're going to look at 2. It's an out at the catcher. So he pops up, catcher steps out, waves everybody away, and that's 1 up, 1 down, and Combs with a at-bat out. Koenig up now. Here we go. Oh, 70 is going to be another out. 1. This is going to be an out at the pitcher. So a line drive shot to Hoyt. And Hoyt makes the... and again, why am I not looking at this chart? Because I'm rolling high enough. I know there's nothing on this chart that would get a hit. When the numbers start getting close, I'll be looking at that matchup. So right there, Koenig. Out. That's out. That's 2 away. In the top of the first, and not at Hoyt, excuse me, that was at Kramer. So a line drive shot to Kramer, and Babe Ruth now, folks, is at the plate. Big Babe, he's a 4, so he needs against a 2 pitcher, he's going to need 27% and below to get a hit. And 37, he is not, and that is not a special out, it's just a straight up drills it out to the first baseman. So a grounder up the line to first. First baseman steps on the bag. And folks, that's 3 up, 3 down. Pittsburgh now at the bottom of the first. Here we go. Hoyt on the mound. He's a 2-rated pitcher versus 0, so this is going to be interesting. 2-rated pitcher versus 0, 17% below for Wainer. And folks, 61 is going to be a pop out to the right field. So he pops out to right field. Wainer, 1 up, 1 down. Barnhart, left fielder, 2 versus 2, needs a 22% chance and below. He's going to get an 84. 5, that's going to be an out. 5 is an out to third, so it is a ground ball. Could go to, this could be a to the shortstop. He buns it over. Maybe the third. Third would then throw him out at 2, or it could be a line drive again 2. So we got 2 down, and here we go, folks. Wainer, Paul Wainer. So we have 2 brothers, I believe, Lloyd and Paul, or I can't remember if that's Lloyd, but forgive me if I get it wrong. Anyway, he is a 4, so 2 pitcher versus 4 is 27% below for Wainer. Paul, 90. No, it's a strikeout. Oh, he's going to get K'd, and that's going to end that inning, folks. 0-0, 2 away. Very simple, right? All we're tracking, we're checking for a hit, and then what kind of hit? We're checking to see what kind of out, and we're going to move base runners around the bases. Man, and by the way, for those who don't know, the Pirates have no plus ratings, so they will get no advantages in base running or outs. So they have 0 plus players. Pittsburgh Pirates are doomed to lose this series because we have 3 plus players in the outfield and at bats. However, none of their pitchers are plus. The pitchers for Pittsburgh are plus, so they can pick off lead runners, which is very cool, and technically get double plays because they're an infielder. So you'll see how that works if we get there. All right, top of the second. Up now is Lou Gehrig. He is a 4 plus. So again, we're looking at 2 plus versus 4. It's 27% below. And Gehrig gets a hit right on the button, 27. So he's going to clip the ball. We ignore the 7 because it's a hit. And we're going to look. 27 on the charts is a single. So Lou Gehrig gets on base. So Lou Gehrig with a hit. And he's on first. I'm going to put a single here. Right? He's going to get first base. Lou Gehrig on first. Uh-oh, folks. Things get interesting now. Is Bob Musial up? He's a 4. He needs a 27% and below. And 36, he's going to just miss 8. 8 is going to be an out to the center field. So it's a fly ball out, 1 away. And it's not a sack. You'd have to roll a 10 for a sack fly. Here we go. So let me put this down here. So man on, Lazzari is up now, 1 away. And Lazzari is going to get a 4. That's a home run right there, baby. No matter who it is, 0-4, home run. So Lazzari is going to hit an HR, baby. HR, that's going to be 2 runs in the second so far. The outs are still 1. We clear the bag, and Dugan is up. It is 2 versus 1. He needs a 19% or below. No, it's going to be an out. That'll be out number 2. It's a fly ball out to the center field. Out for Dugan, and this catcher Collins is up. He needs a 19 and below. 55 is an out. 52 is an out. 5 is going to be a ground ball or a line drive out down to the third base or third over. Right, this would be a 5. What are we looking at? A 5-3. This would be a 5-3 jolt, and that's going to end the inning. And the Yankees are up 2-0. Pittsburgh now reeling as Collins in the second. Out. Wow. So we get Gehrig gets on first with a single. Lazzari he's a 3+ batter, bangs home a home run. And folks, the Bronx Bombers, holy cow, man. I think they were Bronx. Were they not Bronx Bombers? Is that what they were called? I don't remember. Or Murderers Row? I don't remember what these guys were called. They had to have had a nickname. Shoot, there were plenty of boxers in 1948. There was a group of middleweight fighters in the 40s called Murderers Row. These were boxers that contenders did not want to fight because they would ruin your career. And so in my, I'm making the 1948 heavies, middles, and lightweights for Big Country Time Boxing. It's literally all the major players rated for the 1948 season. And quite a few of those middleweights are Murderers Row middleweights. And so those were guys you did not want to see. I love the history, man. That's part of the love of this stuff, is the history. I don't get into the minutia of whether a replay game is perfect or not, but I do love the history of the sport, of sports, period, obviously. All right, Pittsburgh's up. So we have 2 runs there scored. It's 2-0. Pittsburgh. All right, Wright, who's a 4 versus a 2 pitcher. So again, 27 and below for Wright. This is the shortstop. He is a fantastic hitter with a 4. And 80, he's going to be out 1. That's going to be a line drive shot to the pitcher. Oops, out. Right there. All right, here we go. Trainer's a 4. He's the 3rd baseman. So their best lineup seems to be coming at the 4th and 5th spot. So 3, 4, and 5 spot. This is the real batting lineup from 27. Trainer, again, looking at a 27 and below. 24, he's going to get, 23. 23 is a single. So a single for Trainer, and we have 1 out away. And we're going to put first base. So a single, 1 base man. Grantham now up, though. He's a 1. So 1 is going to be 19 and below batting average. So 190 batting chance. And he's going to roll an 87. 5, that is going to be a out to 3rd. So out. 3rd baseman will pick that up, drive it over to 1st, and hold the man on. That'll be out number 2. Harris now up, the 1st baseman. He's a 2 batter. That's very good. Let's see here. Harris is a 2 versus 2 is 22, a 220 batting average right now for Harris, and it's going to be 32. No, and it's a bouncer. This is our 0. This is what I mean. Is the first thing you look at is the pitcher a plus pitcher? He is not. So Hoyt does not pick off the first base bag. That would be outstanding. If he was a plus, so if this had happened with Kramer, in this situation, he would get a pick off. As he's attempting to scooch off, he would pick him off, and that would be the end of the inning. But he's not, so we go to the second one. It's a double play if it's a plus infielder. There is a plus infielder. Gehrig is a plus infielder. Lazari is a plus infielder. So yes, it would be a double infield play, double play. Well, we only need 1 out. That's it, though. We're going to leave a man stranded. So he hits into a double play, does Harris, and that ends the inning, folks. Top of the 3rd would have been a double play ball had they needed it. They did not need it. All right, Yankees are up. We're back to the top of the lineup, Combs. And here we go, Combs. Combs is going to get 14. That's going to be a hit, folks. That's a single with a plus. He is not a plus player, so he doesn't get extra bases. But that's a single for Combs. No out. How about that? So 1 bag for Combs. Koenig up now. Let's find out what Koenig does. Very nice. Man on. Yankees already up 2-0. 60 is going to be an out. 8. It's a pop out to center field. So there's a man away. And again, they hold him on first. So we're going to get a pop out, right? And you could just score it, literally fly 8. Right, if you want to score it that way. I literally have my own scoring mechanism. I'm not into the baseball scoring. And why? Not because I wouldn't love to do it. I was never taught how to do it. I didn't have a brother or a father who sat me down and taught me how to score baseball. I didn't learn playing Little League baseball. A lot of my buddies who played Little League, they would do the scoring, so that's how they learned to score baseball. I've never learned how to score a baseball game, so I don't know how to do those score pads, which is too bad. It would probably enhance my enjoyment of baseball games if I could. All right, here we got a man on, right? This is Combs. Combs is on. Ruth, oh man. So the big man comes up. He's got a 27% chance to bang that guy around and get on base, and he's going to roll a 99. Folks, that's a walk. They walk Babe Ruth. No, take that back. 96, I got to remember, white is for the defense. 96 is oh man, so Babe Ruth is K'd. I think that's the second time, wasn't it? No, it's his first K. So Babe Ruth K'd. We're down to 2 outs, man on. Lou Gehrig up, baby. 27 or below. No, it's going to be a 49, and it is going to be a pop out to right field, stranding a man. So we got a pop out to right field. Gehrig has had a single and a pop out, and that wraps up the top of the third. Here we go, Pittsburgh Pirates. Smith, the catcher, up now. His first at-bat of the game. You can see the Yankees are already midway through their lineup for the second time. Pittsburgh just finishing. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, damn, I forgot to do the pitcher, didn't I? Shit, Hoyt. Whoops. Oh, well. We'll just have to assume Hoyt. My fault. We're going to have to assume Hoyt got an out. Sorry about that. He probably would have anyway with a 0 batting. Oh, man, I gotta pay attention, right? So I got to write this down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to remind me I've got my starting pitchers. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a little whoops, but we'll just assume he would have failed miserably. There was nobody on base in front of him anyway, so it wasn't like he didn't like it wrecked the. All right, anyway, bottom of the third, Pittsburgh, we're starting with Smith. Smith's going to hit a home run. Cut ding. That's it. All over, boys. Smith with a home run. Home run for Smith. HR. Single HR. He bangs one through, folks. It's 2-1 as the catcher dings a home run. Kramer up now. Kramer is looking at a 17% chance to help himself as the starting pitcher. No, it's an out 0. Okay, so we look at pitcher. No plus on the pitcher. Double play if a man's on. Nobody's on, so we don't have a double play. The Yankees would have turned a double there if there was a man on. There was not. Is it a sac fly with an outfielder of plus and a base runner of plus? Nope, no base runners. So we do have an outfielder with a plus, so there is no chance. We have an infielder with a plus, so there's no chance of what's called a hit by pitch. You have to have no zeros anywhere for there to be a hit by pitch. So that's how a hit by pitch happens. So that's one away as Kramer there is going to be out on a what would have been a sac fly chance, right? Okay, so here we go. And now we're up to Wainer. Leadoff man is a 0, 17% and below. He's going to get 46. It's going to be an out for Wainer at shortstop. So shortstop over to first. That's out number 2. And Barnhart. Barnhart's going to be out 9. This is going to be a pop out to right field, fly out right. And that's going to wrap up the third with 1. And that was a home run shot. Holy cow. By the way, this was a home run. And this was a home run 1. So we had a dinger for Gehrig and a dinger, a 2-run dinger for Lazari actually hit that dinger. All right, so we are back over to the top of the 4th for the Yankees. And it is Bob Musial. He's a 4. 27% chance and below for him. And he's going to roll a home run. So Musial, HR1, and Bob Musial. Again, this team was a heavy-hitting team. Home run. And the crowd here in Pittsburgh now stunned as Kramer's given up 2 home runs. Lazari, who hit a home run in the first, or in the second, is going to be out 9. That's a fly out to the right field. Dugan, he's a 1 versus 2. He's 19% and below. That's an out, by the way. We're going to get 91. That's a strikeout. So a K for Dugan, as he is K'd. It's 2 away. And last but not least is Collins. It's going to be 34. That's an out 8. 8 is out at center field, so another fly out, and that's going to wrap up that. We're going to get 1 home run there. So it is 3-1 now, bottom of the 4th. And that was Collins. Hoyt will be up next. All right, Pittsburgh, we're looking at Barnhart, right? Did I do that right? No, Kramer. Yeah, Barnhart. Here we go. Barnhart, second at bat. And Barnhart is going to be out at 2. It's a out to catcher, so he pops up over the top of the bag. The catcher waves guys away and makes the pop out right there. Wainer. This is Paul Wainer, 47-0. Uh-oh, we got some special things here now. So he fails to get a hit unless 4. Is the pitcher a pickoff man? No. Is there a double play chance? No. Is it a sac fly at the wall? Could be, but nobody's on, no base runners with a plus. So there is pluses, so we don't go with a hit by pitch. It's a simple fly out to the outfielder with a plus. So it would have been it's a fly out at the wall, but could be a base advance, and it's not. So Paul Waner out, and here we go. Bottom of the fourth, final out. This is right. He's a 4-hitter. So we're looking at 27 and below, 270 batting average against a 2-pitcher. It's going to be out at 1, so it's going to be a line drive out to the pitcher. And right, stoned, no runs. That wraps up the 4th inning. Here we go. It is 3-1. The 27 Yankees winning. In real life, it was 5-4. All right, we're back to the, let's see here. We had Hoyt. Let's see, we've had, yeah, so this is Hoyt now up. Yep, so Hoyt's up. The pitcher is up. He is a 0 batter versus 17% and below to get a hit. And he's going to hammer a home run. Hoyt with a home run. Holy cow, the pitcher, Hoyt, catches Kramer on a lazy curveball, doesn't break, and somehow Hoyt jacks it as a home run. My God, the crowd here absolutely stunned. Combs now at the plate. Combs is going to hit out at third base. So bouncer down to third over to first. That's an out for Combs. My gosh. Koenig, shortstop. He's looking at 22% and below. Nope, it's going to be an out. It is a ground ball. Let's see here. 4 is going to be over to second, then to first. That's 2 away. And now Babe Ruth at the plate, 27% and below to get something. Nope, 34. It's going to be a fly out to the right field, and that's going to wrap up the inning. Babe Ruth with a fly out. They scored 1 thanks to a home run from Hoyt, their pitcher. Pittsburgh now down 4-1. They have got to get going. Trainer is up, 27 and below. He's going to crack a home run. Trainer, man, I may have to fix that home run number here, but a home run for Trainer. Holy cow, folks. Trainer with a home run. Grantham up. And 27. Oh, Grantham on a 1. No, he's going to be out. 9. It's a right field pop up. Fly out in the middle of the right field. Grantham fly out. Harris is going to 2. He's going to hit a ground ball over to the catcher. Or excuse me, pop up to the catcher. It's 2 away. So every point has been a home run. So I'm going to have to fix that, I think. 75. Again, that's easy enough to adjust. You can make your own hit table, right? So what's important is the chance of getting a hit right here, the ratings. But what you could adjust is the percentage of home runs, percentage of triples, doubles, and where these are at. You could say double zeros is a strikeout. You could work backward up so this would be customizable for those who want statistics to be right. But the batting ratings right there, right? These I wouldn't mess with a whole lot. You could though. Again, you could make your own just like this, and even your own out chart. Right? It's that simple to make a really solid little fast play baseball game. All right, and I've talked myself now into forgetting what the hell I'm doing here. That was a fly out for Grantham or Harris, and that was the end of the inning, right? Boom, boom. So home run. So right, yep, okay. So the 1 run scored. It is 4-2, and in real life it was 5-4. We're at the 6th inning. And by the way, Kramer only gets 6 innings, and then he has to come out for a relief pitcher. All right, we're back over to the top of the 6th. It's Lou Gehrig at the plate, and Gehrig is going to be out at the pitcher. So a line drive to the pitcher, out. Bob Usual hit a home run in the last inning. And 33, he's going to be out. 8, that's going to be a pop up to the center fielder. 2 away. And Lazzeri, who's hit a home run back in the first, is going to be out. A line drive to the pitcher, so the pitcher's getting his outs. And that's it. That's going to wrap up the inning in the 6th. Here we go. Last chance here for Smith, or not last chance. He hit a home run. See what he does. It's going to be an out to the catcher, so a pop-up out. Kramer's final at-bat before he'll be done here in this game. Matter of fact, we could do it now. I could bring in Bickle now for Kramer because this Kramer has to sit down after this inning. So we're going to bench him. And we're going to bring in Bickle. Now remember, you use your whoever you pinch hits automatically grade better than the guy you comes in for. So he's coming in for a 0 batter. So he's going to be in the game for 1 inning as a 1. And Kramer's done for the day. He pitched 6, gave up 4 runs. Right, so there you go. Wow, and he had a couple of Ks. All right, so it's going to be Brickle. So Brickle's the pinch hitter, or I should say, yeah, I guess he's coming in to bat for Kramer. Right here, and let's see, he's a 1, so it's still not going to be great. He needs a 19% and below, and 50. No, he's out. It's going to be a fly out to right field, and that's it for that. That's the first out, though. No, Smith went out. Bickle went out. We got 1 more out to give, so we're in 2. And we're back to the top to Wainer. And Wainer is out for, it's going to be an out to second base over to first. And that wraps up the 6th inning. No runs scored for either team. All right, so now we have a backup pitcher in. The relief pitcher here, we're not in a closing situation, so it's going to be, we're going to use Zvengras. He's a 1 with 2 innings. He gets 2 innings here. So and then Myas would come in. So Zvengras is a 1. So we're looking at 1 now for Dugan. 1-on-1 is going to be a 210 batting average. No, it's going to be an out 7. It's a fly out to left field. So that's 1 away. Dugan, right? Here we go. Dugan, Collins up, 1-on-1. Again, 19%. And a 1-on-1 is going to be 21%. Nope, out. This one is drilled to first base. So a dribbler down to first. He's out. Second, 2 away. Hoyt, still, again, this is the 7th. He could only pitch through the 7th. So he will get to pitch. So this will be his next at bat. He hit a home run to help his cause in his last at bat. And now he's facing a relief pitcher, and he's out. It's going to be a pop-up to center field. And that's going to be his last at-bat, most likely. Obviously, it will be because he will be finishing up. No runs scored in the top of the 7th for the Yankees. All right, so Bickle hit, and now we're back up to the top. Wainer. All right, so Wainer leading off here. And again, we're going to be looking at 89. That's an out to 5. Out to third. So again, a dribbler down to third. He scoops it up, fires it over to first. He's out. This is Barnhart. Barnhart 32. He's out. It's going to be a to the catcher. So he pops up to the catcher. 2. Or dribbles it out maybe into the turf in front. Catcher scoops it up, fires it over to first. And here we go, folks. Again, Hoyt's still in. This will be his last batter, probably. Wainer. And 25 not. Wait a minute. Wainer's a 4. This might be a hit. Yep, it is a hit. 25 on the chart is a single. So he gets a single. Son of a gun. Wainer's on. We got a man on with 2 away. And we keep pitching for Hoyt. Wow, Wright is a 4. Again, we got a 27% chance to move these guys around. 8. Oh my God, that's a triple? No, it's a double. So it's a double. We got a man to third and a man on second with 2 away. Double. Very nice. Right, the shortstop cracks it between second and first and dribbles into the outfield, and that drives him around. We got men on now, and this is where that plus pitcher would come in, and unfortunately they don't have a plus pitcher. So if there's a chance at a pickoff, which would get a cheap out before they even throw the pitch. 2 men on second and third with 2 outs. And Trainer 4, again, looking at 27 and below. They could drive in some runs. No, oh, it is. It's the pickoff chance. 0 tells us the defense gets a special thing. If he's a plus pitcher, he's not. It would be a pickoff, so he would be picking off. It would be a pickoff at third, and this would be over. Double play infield plus. Yes, we have infield. We have 2 infield plus players. It's a double play, or would have been a double play. So basically, he cracks it where they could easily throw to first and get him out at home. So it'd be, a hit to the pitcher, out at third, out at first, something. Either way, double play done. So right there, Trainer hits into a double play. Doesn't need it to get it. They leave 2 men stranded in the 7th. That, folks, would have tied the game if Trainer could have driven in a big run, or a double or a triple. Folks, it would be tied. All right, Hoyt is out, benched, in favor of their closer, Moore, in the 8th. And Moore is a 2 as well, so nothing changes as far as ratings. Wow, Pittsburgh's got great, they got 2+ pitchers here, a closer and their starter, so they can get those pickoffs. Wow. All right, Yankees, top of the 8th, they're winning 4-2. Here we go, Yankees, we're looking at, who was my last at-bat here? It was Hoyt, final at-bat, so we're going to be looking now at Combs at the top. And he's going to be out, so there's an out. Combs, 1 away, and it was 3, so it was an out to first. So dribble down to first. He steps on the bag, does Lou Gehrig. Here we go, or not Lou Gehrig, first baseman here is Harris. All right, Koenig is up. Koenig is going to out, 2 away. 7 is an out to the left field, so he drives 1 deep to the left field. And last but not least, maybe Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is 94. He's struck out again. Babe has been K'd twice in this game. And that's it. That was our final out to give. Holy cow. And nothing there. So our closer in now, Moore is our closer. He's a 2. Grantham is a 1. So 2 on 1 is 19% chance for Grantham. It's going to be an out. 1 away. Grantham on 4 is an out to second. So a line drive to second. Harris is up. 2 versus 2 is going to be a 22% chance. Nope. And it's going to be a hit to 2. Pop up to the catcher. 2 away. And here we go. Next up is Smith, who hit a home run earlier in the game. 84. He's out. It's a deep drive to center field. And that's going to wrap up the bottom of the 8th. Folks, this is it. Top of the 9th. And Babe Ruth K'd. Lou Gehrig at the plate. Lou Gehrig is going to be out. Lou Gehrig out on a 5. It's going to be out to third. So over to third. Third over to first. Gets Lou Gehrig at first base. Here we go. It's going to be a hit for Musial, who hit a home run today. It's going to be a 17. 17 is a single plus. Is Marisol a plus? He is. No, he's not. So he would get a shot at an extra bag. He doesn't. So a plus player on that particular roll could turn a 1 into a 2, right? He does not, but he is going to be on first base. So we're going to get another single for Musial, who's had a good day. He's hit a home run, and he's on first. 1 out away. Lazzeri has had a home run today. He's going to fail to get a hit, and it's going to be a pop-up deep. That's 2 away. Man on first. And Dugan. It's going to be 58 out at third. 3 is out to first. So basically, dribbles down. He's going to second. They gun him down. He steps on the bag. And that wraps up the 9th inning. No runs. Bottom of the 9th. This is it. Last chance for Pittsburgh to tie the game. And we have up here was Trainer. Oh my God. We are on... holy cow. I lost track. Shit, Jason. We were at Barnhart. Trainer, right? Why am I having trouble? Where the hell was I at? Harris. So we're at the pitcher now. That's going to be Savangros. However, we could bring in our closer. No reason to bring in our closer here. He's had, not at his 2 innings. Actually, he has had his 2 innings. So we could pinch hit another player. I can't think of a name of another player. But let's do another pinch hitter. I don't know who that... Oh, we'll do the catcher. Oh my God, what's his name? Starting in this game was Smith, but it's the better pitcher is... the better catcher. I can't remember his name now, but he's a 2 rating. So we're going to pinch hit for the relief pitcher and then bring in, so we're going to bench him. So here we go. Pinch hitter 2 versus our closer 2. He needs a 22 and below to get a hit. And no, it's going to be a fly out. Boom. So we get a out for our pinch hitter. I can't, Gooch. Is it Gooch? Goocher? I can't remember his name. Wayner. Here we go. Wayner is 25 against a 2. He's a 0. No, thanks to being a 0, he is out on a 5. That's going to be the third base over to first. Barnhart, here it is. Barnhart's last chance. He's a 2. And Barnhart is going to get a 22 on 2. 22 is on the button off the end of the bat. He's going to get a single. Holy cow, folks. With 2 away, Barnhart gets a single. And next up is a 4-rated Warner, so he needs a 27%. Oh my God, 14 is a single plus. No, they're not plus runners, so it's just a single. No chance to turn that in. We got men on first and second. We got another single there for Wayner, and Wright with a 4, looking at 27 and below. 92 is going to be a strikeout. And that's the game, folks. He Ks. And that's going to wrap up the game. The Yankees 4, the Pirates 2. And in real life, it was 5-4. Here, it was 4-2. Great game. Again, probably should adjust my home run percentage. I don't know. I don't know if I need to. I mean, you know, it's just a roll of the dice. I happen to roll 4% 3 times, 4%, 4 times. That's just the way it is. Wow. So, the guy here probably, man, I think it was, it was Musial who had the 2-run homer in the second. Yeah. And Hoyt gave up 2 runs, got the win. Yeah, so not bad. Hoyt gave up 2 in 7 innings, got the win. Moore closed it out, didn't give up any runs. The relief, a closer. Moore came in the closing position, closed it out. Not a save, straight win for Hoyt. I think Musial would probably be the man of the day. He had a 2-run homer and he got a single late in the game. Lazzari got a big home run early. Oh no, that was Lazzari got that big home run. Musial probably would still be the guy, though, with a home run and a first base. Probably be the man of the day. Let's see here. Trainer had a good day. A single and a home run. Paul Wayner had 2 singles. He also K'd early, 2 singles. Barnhart had a single on the day. Unbelievable. So Trainer was 2 of 3 at bats. So he hit 2 of 3. A single home run and a out. So he had a pretty good day. Smith, their catcher, and again, Smith isn't even rated in the game, so I gave him a 0. Smith's not in the lineup, but he did play in real life, so I gave him a 0, as it's normally a guy named, I want to say Gooch, who's a 2, but he was not in the real life game, so I put Smith in at a 0, and he hit a home run. So he did well by the manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Kramer in 6 innings gave up 4 runs, not great. There you have it, and that's it. So this was a kind of a tutorial of the advanced version of Big Country Baseball Time. This allows you to play in a complete game of baseball. Obviously, everything is completely customizable and adjustable, right? What's important is you get the ratings right for batting average, and then you're going to want to make sure when they do get a hit, what are we looking at? Are we looking at a 2-base hit, 3-base hit, home run, a single with a chance to stretch it, a single, strikeouts, walks, so you can kind of customize this percentage, right? And then, of course, this just tells us where the ball's hit for the out. So these could be line drive outs. They could be, again, a 6-3 play, or fly to the left field, fly to 7, pop out to 2. So, and then of course 0 needs to be special. A chance at a pickoff. If there's a base runner, a good pitcher will pick them off and get a cheap out before we even have that at bat. So then you would still have your at bat, but it would be a cheap out against a base runner. Then there's of course the chance of a double play, if you have any plus infielders, including the pitcher. So if the pitcher or any infielders are a plus and there's anybody on base, it's a double play. A sac fly with a plus base runner means the base runner will move, but an outfielder with a plus will get the out at the wall no matter what. But a base runner who's a plus would turn it into a sac fly, so it's very simple. And then if there's no pluses at all on this final line, that means the pitcher is hit by pitch, or the player is hit by pitch and takes a base. So that would be a situation. So if you don't have any plus, so for instance, Pittsburgh has 0 plus outfielders, right? They do have a plus pitcher, so if there's a man on, it would be a pickoff and not a hit by pitch. But let's say the relief pitcher was in that situation. They don't have any plus fielders. They have no plus pitcher. That would have been a hit by pitch for whoever he was facing. So you can just work the logic down the line. So it's just a logic check. Is there a plus? Is there a man on and a plus pitcher? That's a pickoff steal. Is there anybody in the infield? Is there a base runner with anybody in the infield with a plus? Yep, that's a double play. Is there an outfielder with a plus and a base runner? That's a sac fly. Base runner has to be a plus to advance. If not, it could still be a sac fly. It'd still be a fly out, but the base runner would stay. And then, of course, if there are no pluses involved in the defensive play or the offensive play, it would be a hit by pitch. So it's just a logic check. And there you have it, folks. That is not the game that is in this book. Again, the flagship baseball, Big Country Baseball Time is an abstraction of baseball. It's how I play the game 99% of the time, obviously. I only came up with the new engine as the free version for baseball fans in the community who want a chance to play any team and player in history. So I will continue playing this World Series. I may use the abstract rules for the next game and until I get a score sheet, because I a couple of times lost my way here. I may have made a mistake even for Pittsburgh, but for now it'll work. Again, it's even Steven, but let's see here. Warner had 4 at-bats. He was 0 for. Barnhart was 1 of 4. Warner was 2 of 4. Wright was 2 of 1 of 3. Trainer was 2 of 3, so he had a good day. And then we had 0 for Grantham, 0 for Harris. We had 1 of 3 for Smith, the backup catcher, hit a home run. And then we had our pitcher. Let's see here. I messed up. He should have also had a. He's 0 for, right? And then, of course, we had pinch hitter Brickle, 0 for, and backup catcher, I want to say Gooch, 0 for Pittsburgh. Combs was 1 of 4 on the day. Koenig was 0 for. Babe Ruth was 0 for, and he was struck out twice. That's awesome. Gehrig was 1 of 4. Musial was 2 of 4 with a home run and a single. Lazare was 1 of 4 with a home run. Dugan was 0 for with a K. Collins was 0 for 3. He didn't get his he didn't get another at bat because, of course, game ended. Hoyt actually was 1 of 3 with a home run. So the pitcher really helped his game, getting a cheap run there in the 5th, I believe. And then, of course, our closer got the job done. Again, he closed 8 and 9, right? So, again, I need a score sheet, crying out loud. I'm not good enough at the baseball score sheet thing, so I need a cheat sheet score sheet that helps me track games better. But either way, and I would love to be able to track them like a real baseball score sheet, but that just ain't going to happen for me. Everybody, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week. It is Monday, February 23rd, man, and already we are getting into the 3rd month of the year. Are you kidding me? All right, everybody, but that means spring training's coming for you baseball fans, and not a bad deal. Bye-bye.